Yo guys, it's me Shane. I'm back with another episode review for DanDaDan episode 5. It's entitled Where Are Your Balls? Before I go any further, I need you to hit the like button. That's where the like button is. It's right around there somewhere. Click that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, which is right around here unless you're watching on the big thing, so then it'd be right there. And if you want to, subscribe and hit the bell, you'll be notified of more reviews like this. And you want to support me even further, Patreon link is right down there as well. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. I know I'm about when this goes out about a day, 2 days late on when I planned on putting this out, but ASIN, this was this weekend, Anime Central. I actually got to meet the dub voice of Psycho. You guys know I don't watch much dub anime, but even though DanDaDan is quickly becoming my favorite anime, I had to get an autograph of my first favorite anime, which coincidentally, Carrie Walgren's first actual series she did. I did not know that. It was nice having a chat with her. So, where are we in this episode? We're after the battle with Turbo Granny, where technically Momo won, right? One of the things I like about this series, I really like about this series, is the male protagonist and female protagonist, they save each other equally. And she's not like, man, growing up with anime, you didn't get a lot of female characters that could fight, or if they could, there would be some kind of weird flaw with them, or you wouldn't see them a lot. It's one of the reasons why Outlaw Star is actually my favorite, because you have technically two guys, because I keep forgetting about the kid that's with him. But, Gene Star, when he's the main guy, and then you have, his lady who's kind of the damsel, but you get two other female characters that actually fight. And Momo fights. Momo's a big part of here. So we come back. It's the morning after. Ken, or Okarun, he's acting really super shy about all this, and he thinks, she don't want to talk to me. That's preposterous. And as a matter of fact, I took some pictures of this, because dude is like hiding. He is full on hiding, right? Then he's practicing saying good morning, which these faces are adorable and funny. He's ready to go. And she's standing by the gate, and when he's like, I'll just ignore her, because there's no way she's gonna be my friend, right? A lot of self-doubt here, which I gotta remember, these are 16-year-olds, teenagers. Although I know some adults that have that level of anxiety, right? And she, cutely bumps into him and says, "Hey, you're late, let's go." And they're just talking about that. She's asking questions about aliens. She's like, yeah, they only got men on those aliens. And I bet you that spaceship was musty, which that was very funny to see a translation of musty. Black folks know what I'm talking about. So she's talking about they were musty. And she's wondering, man, what do you think they eat? And she's asking all these questions, and he's still kind of shell-shocked. And so they go to their classroom. He's in class C. So I wonder if she's in class B, because it's his classroom than her classroom. I'm assuming the one ahead is class A, right? So he's thinking, oh man, I messed up. She asked me all these questions. I should have answers to it. And throughout this whole entire time, she's thinking about wanting to talk to him. He's thinking about wanting to talk to her. She wants to talk about aliens, and her friends. Which, by the way, the tan one, Muko, I think she might not be tan, because I also met Anaris Quiones. She does the voice for her. It makes me think that character is actually brown skin or black, and it's just her makeup is white, which would actually be a nice little juxtaposition for a gal character. I digress. Her friend's like, oh, she's still thinking about her ex, blah 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 blah. She even went missing for a day. That was the day when they fought the giant sumo alien thing. The what was it called? Is it 3 meter tall alien guy or whatever? But she's really thinking about that, and I hate Ken's classmates. Like, they bump into him, say, "Hey, you bumped into me." Even the girls are dicks. They're throwing around a volleyball and hits him in the face. And I got this funny picture here. Give me a second, because this thing is weird. He says, "I can forgive all of them because it's so adorable, because I have a wonderful friend." He has a friend now, so he can forgive anything these D-bags do. Doesn't even care. Not a single care about them being a-holes. And eventually they try to meet back up, right? They try to meet back up and talk, but he misses her, she misses him. He goes in, tries to ask her classmates, where did she go? But he's talking way too low. This is a good microphone, because I can talk super low and you guys can still hear me. And she goes to his classroom. They don't know his name. And she's just like, glasses. He said so much she won't even say his real name. Calls him Okarun, because if she says his name, she's gonna pass out. And so she goes to the co-op because she thinks, oh, he won't be in the cafeteria. He goes to the cafeteria because he's like, oh, maybe she's in the cafeteria, then I'll check out the co-op. But he hears her say the co-op. So Sukimen, I think that means ramen. He goes there, she's not there. She goes there, he's not there. They switch positions, they're not there. These fools are both in the same courtyard, apologizing, go, oh, I'm such a wimp. Oh, why do I always do this? And she goes, oh, why did I always do this? I'm so sorry. And end up bumping into each other and accidentally kissing. My OTP, my heart is a flutter. But here's what's crazy. When they're going back and forth, like, I was looking for you. I thought you didn't want to talk to me. I thought you didn't want to talk to me. Her friends, which, by the by, they're redefining the gal archetype here. Because her friends, while they are gals, they are like heart of gold. Because they see her and they go, oh, you were out here smooching. You weren't sad about that boy. You got a new man. And so she's protesting. And then she provokes him by saying, I wouldn't want to get with this. She didn't call him wimpy. She called him something, pardon me. And he retorts, and then she calls him baldy, which her insults are funny because he's like, I'm not bald. And they're fighting. And her friends are just the whole time. When she gets back to the classroom, all the girls are talking. She has some really funny looking classmates. Like, some of them like look like this. Of course, I didn't take a picture of that. But, you know, they have fought. And they're like, oh, that's your new boo, that's your man. She's like, no, not my man. And he's thinking in the classroom, he's like, man, I just miss her, and I feel bad about fighting this boy. Which, again, I don't know if I mentioned it in reviews 1 through 4. The voice actor for him is the voice actor for Tanjiro. Like, such a good boy. I don't think he's the same voice actor for Midoriya, Deku, to those of you who like calling him Deku. I don't think so, but he's the same voice actor as Tanjiro. It's kind of funny that he turns into we'll get into that later. But he goes back, he's trying to talk to her, and she won't look at him, and she's being cold, and all the girls are like, ooh, your otaku man is here. And he's saying, she's like, I thought you didn't want to talk to me. He's like, I'm sorry, I was provoked and I said things that I didn't mean. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go and grab this. And he's like, to be honest, I want to talk with you more than anything. And she's just like cold shoulder rejection. And he, asks her, is it that embarrassing for you to be friendly with me? And she kind of moves a little bit, you see a little earring clink. And he walks away, and it's such a sad situation. And her tan friend, Muko goes, yeah, you didn't have to flat out reject him like that. Like, if he was just a friend, you would have just like made you would have let it slide and would have made like a smart comment. So I like that her friends are clocking like, nah, girl, you like this. And I've been in many situations from, being that friend where you could tell two people like each other. They don't even realize it yet. It's like, yeah, you like him. Y'all like each other. Y'all love spending time together. It's starting off in this friendship phase, and this, it's going to it better blossom into something. It better blossom into something. So he goes off. He's all sad. Then he bumps into this nice girl with pink hair. Might as well get this asshole's face up here. Those of you who have already watched, you know who this is. This is Isa. And, she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. I had a water bottle in here. And Ken is so funny. He's like, well, I have been working out a little bit. Sorry about that. And she's on his arm and he's all like, ugh. Almost skipped. And so Momo goes, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to apologize. Going to apologize. She sees the girl over. She's like, wait a minute. Thought he said he didn't have any other friends. I'm like, first of all, I like slice of life. So if you're going to give me shonen occult, like occult stuff, shonen occult, alien spirit battle shit with romance, because this is already romance, y'all. This is romance. If you don't think this is romance, you are not paying attention. And you gonna mix it with some more slice of life, minus the stupid classroom stuff, because I don't really care what they're learning. Okay, I'm here for it. But then the girl walks away with her friend who's taller than her significantly. I love details like that, instead of having all characters the same height and then some special characters talk. No, varying heights. Momo hears her talking shit to her friend, like, oh, well, that otaku, isn't it nice of me, like a pretty girl, to give him attention? I mean, he'll probably never get that close to a girl ever again, or even touch a pretty girl like that. And Momo's just like, so she uses her psychic abilities and knocks this big ass wash pan on her head, and the thunk that thank was hilarious. Just bong. She didn't really care about calling him kind. She was doing it so she could be, in her own words, virtuous. It's just, since I'm 12 minutes in, I can say this. She was being a bitch. When she's talking about it's fun when scum fall for you, like, you ain't gonna talk about Momo's man like that. And so Momo, the girl's name's Ira, Aira. I keep trying to say Aria, which is Aria, but it's Ira. So Momo grabs his arm and says, oh, Okarun, let's go home together. I guess stupid girls will never understand your charm. And just so the voice acting in here is so good, because she goes from, the bubbly, I'm holding on to my guy, to these stupid girls will never understand you. And her eyes are cutting at this girl. The change in the voice was so good. So good. You have to call out great voice acting when you hear, whether it's in English or in a different language, right? Like Japanese. Love the voice change. So she walks ahead, and eventually, they meet and apologize. There was a reason why he went to talk to her. I left that part out. He went to go talk to her because after their whole fight, he went to the bathroom. He looked down, and now he's trying to tell her something. He's like, this is important. I need to talk to you alone. And that incident happened. Well, it turns out his biscuits are gone. His balls. He's ballless. His balls are gone. Immediately we cut to Psycho going, that's why I said, let me see. Let me look at it. Because now there's probably something still inside of you. And now I need to see now. He goes, I was just so happy to get my thing back. And we get this, just the off the wall dong humor. By the way, Momo's dying laughing just on the floor. But if I hear, just she's literally on the floor laughing. Why does she have good fits, man? Anyway, on the floor laughing. And the dong humor is like, she said, stop acting like it's magnificent. You got a pencil. He's like, I don't. I'm gonna have to take a peek. Why do you want to see so bad? No, I'm gonna take a peek into your soul. So she gets a mirror, tells Momo to go get a wash pan, some water, and a doll. Doesn't matter what doll it is, get a doll. And you get that cat that y'all know where this is going. And he sits down Constantine, like when I mean Constantine, I mean Keanu Reeves Constantine. Remember the scene where he puts his feet in the wash tub and he grabs the cat? Oh wow, and there's a cat in here too. Grabs the cat, looks in the cat's eyes so he can go to hell and come back. So he's sitting in the wash pan and Psycho grabs a fan and calls him a dumb and a rotten tangerine, which Momo is snickering. And she just big ass fan, whack, paper fan in the back of his head, and tells him, "Hey, you can't move." And I think she calls him Kimpachi, which, so here's the pun here. And the gold part matters. Kin, not Ken, Keen. Keen is another word for testicles or balls. Tama is also for gold. It's also another thing for gold. Doesn't work for gold. So calling him Patchy is kind of making fun of the fact he doesn't have balls. Momo can see the aura in him change when she hits him with the fan. So she says, "Yo, I need you to help me out here. When it changes, pull it out." It changes. It gets pulled out. The little fortune cat thing. It's called a. Hold on. There's a proper name for this, and I'm actually upset that I know the English translation name is Good Fortune Cat, but the Japanese name for it is a Maneki Neko, which, it's common. Things as you probably seen the ones like this. Also seen the ones like this. Yes, I went to Wikipedia. So, things with the cat arms. Or the cats with the swinging arms. And so, the talisman beside it, which, what does the talisman say on there? I'm sorry. A peaceful, prosperous family, protected against evil misfortune. Turns red, then the doll starts to sweat. And I love this thing because they're all just looking at it. Doll starts to sweat, looks up at them, bolts. The frames of animation for DanDaDan are great. Like, what was it? Was it episode 3 when Psycho was chasing him? Like, yeah, they gave her jiggle physics, yay, woo. But just when she tumbles over, her foot hits the door and the clack, you even see an impact of that. Fun. I'm gonna speed through this chase because Momo's powers have upgraded. She can see auras. She can see auras and grab auras through walls without needing to actually physically see the things now. So she's pinning down this thing. It's Turbo Luffy, aka Turbo Granny. It's Turbo Granny. They thought they killed her, and this is how Turbo Granny survived. Give me a second here, which actually I want to show the moment where she captures her because it is funny. Turbo Granny's on the ground talking all this shit. I'm gonna need that. So the moment she was getting burnt by the barrier spell, she switched into an astral form, and she's like, it feels like I was swimming through flames. And then she went and possessed Ken, and she was hiding, and she was waiting for her powers to recover. So she was small. So even when they had went through the other barrier to make sure he was fully healed, they weren't going to detect her. But she was biding her time to come out and kill them. Well, now she tells Ken, all right, so you want your balls back, get a butcher knife and kill both of these bitches right now. And Ken is just pissed. And he gets so pissed that he transforms. I'm going to do a little before and after here. Transform, this was the cheap version of what we saw. But this is the full-blown explanation here. Turns out the fan that Psycho used, it seems that when she was trying to get Turbo Granny out, she wanted to stay inside him so badly that it pulled out her consciousness and threw it in a doll. So Ken still has her spiritual power, because her technical being is still there, but her consciousness is in the doll. And she goes, by the way, I'm the only one that can put a person's conscience back inside where it belongs originally. So you can go ahead and talk about killing me if you want. So she is at their mercy. Now and you get a nice glimpse of the type of character that Momo is, because Momo. Oh wait, there's a funny part before I get there. So again, when Ken transforms, his voice patterns change. He calls Psycho Chan, just like, yeah, because she is literally beating Turbo Granny with that fan, and it is glorious and hilarious. But Momo says, you're really petty, but I can't really hate you because we both have sympathy for what happened to those girls. You get the flashback of the spirits finally departing, right? She's just like, look, give us back the balls. We'll give you back your powers. How about that? Well, the balls aren't here. I dropped them somewhere. Stop lying. No, I don't lie. And that's where the episode ends. The balls are gone. Ball be gone. This episode here is getting a 5 out of 5 because that is a good follow-up. Even though, the problem isn't solved, we get for about 70% of the episode, dare I say 80% of the episode, we get this is what life would be like if none of that's if everything is cleared up. And then we instantly get thrusted back into this Turbo Granny saga. But yeah, pardon me. But yeah, no, Turbo Granny's here. Ken can transform. We gotta find his balls. This is 5 out of 5. I like seeing more of Momo's character. Like, yeah, she's brash and impulsive. She's a gal. And Ken, even though he's an otaku, he will lash back out at her. Makes me wonder how come he doesn't lash at his bullies. Probably because it would be worse. They probably would unleash the demon, but we'll I can't wait to talk about episode 4. 5 out of 5 by far. Next episode is A Dangerous Woman Arrives. Also, for some reason, Momo says danger a bunch, and Ken's like, what do you mean? Sometimes humans say danger when danger might be afoot. I don't get it. I like the little blurbs. Let me know what you thought of this episode. It's a good episode. Episode 5 gets a 5 out of 5 from me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to support me even further. My Patreon link is in the description below. Guys, be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, drink some water. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And realize there are people out there that care about you. You might be feeling like Okarun and just thinking that you're a bother, but you're not a bother. Reach out and talk to somebody, especially if you're having some dark thoughts. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I promise you that. Want to talk to me? My social media is in the description below. Send me a message. Give me a hello. Just be mellow and we be good to go. So I got to get out of here so I can tell y'all about what happened on episode 6. Ooh, this is going to be good. DanDaDan.